The big winner this week in Virginia, Kentucky, and New York wasn't the Democrats. It was democracy. Behind Virginia Democrats' victory flipping both chambers of the state legislature is the fact that Virginia will have fairer elections in the future.
Of party want to build a stronger, safer, and more equitable Commonwealth for all of us.
Last year, a panel of federal judges found that the congressional and state legislative district maps that had been drawn by Republicans were based on unconstitutional racial gerrymandering. Virginia Democrats have promised that in the future, those maps will be drawn by an independent commission, as they are in California, Washington, Alaska, Arizona, Idaho, and Montana. Virginia Democrats have also promised to enact automatic voter registration and other reforms to make voting easier. Meanwhile, the news in Kentucky isn't just that Democrat Andrew Beshear unseated incumbent Republican Governor Matt Bevin in one of the most Republican states in the union.
As our elections don't have to be about right versus left, they are still about right versus wrong.
It's also that Beshear will have the power to veto gerrymandered district maps drawn up by Republican majorities in the Kentucky legislature. Beshear has also promised to restore voting rights to the almost 140,000 Kentuckians with felony convictions. The state currently has one of the most restrictive voting policies in the nation. 1 out of every 4 black adults there is denied the right to vote. We mustn't let Bevin's baseless claims of election fraud or requests to recanvass distract us from these important takeaways. Bevin's attempts to contest this election with fraudulent claims about election fraud could be a test run for Trump in 2020.
You will vote to re-elect Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin.
In New York, voters overwhelmingly approved what's known as ranked choice voting for most local elections. Ranked choice voting works as an instant runoff. If no candidate in a race collects a majority of votes, the last place candidates are eliminated and second choice ballots are counted. This helps end spoiler candidacies that siphon off votes from the leaders, encourages more positive campaigns, renders unnecessary, costly, and low turnout runoff elections, and ensures that all winners have the support of a majority. New York's decision triples the number of ranked choice voting users nationwide, including the state of Maine and the cities of San Francisco, Oakland, Minneapolis, and St. Paul. So all told, it was a good week for democracy. But let's face it, the biggest battles are still before us, ending other forms of voter suppression and getting big money out of politics while resisting the diversion tactics of Trump and his enablers. They're worth the fight.